These are the tales and ramblings of two men, their dream of running a successful food truck business and life. We invite you along to join Josh and Skippy on this journey. This is Monday Morning Food Truck.
Okay, people need to stop talking about everything's better just because it's from fucking Texas, because they do it in Texas.
I listen, I don't think that's
It's
the
old.
case. I think the three barbecue places I had brisket at each one, and the best one by far was a food truck guy who has a shop. He's actually a podcast listener, Twisted Street Barbecue, and I believe it's in Chesterfield, way Upper East Side. Not the type of neighborhood, just where it's located in Michigan. But very, very well, very, very well cooked. The other two, one was, I thought, dry. The other one was good, but I thought the flavor of the food truck guy was so much better. Oh, damn, my camera just cuts right up. Sorry, I know you were staring at me.
I was.
So I'm going to put some reviews up on our, I'll do a 3-parter each place. And I definitely recommend everybody to try them. I recommend everybody to try everything, but I think once food trucking gets started, I'd love to do anytime we ever go to a food truck, we review that food truck and hopefully bring some attention to them.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm never near any of them, or they're all open the same time I am. So,
yeah, that's probably true. I think my days off this year are going to end up being Sundays instead of Mondays.
Yeah.
I didn't really I was going through again everything I did last year. I rarely did Sundays unless it was a catering event or something like that. I rarely set up anywhere on the Sunday. I might do more cooking or prepping Mondays, shopping Mondays, stuff like that. But I don't know. We'll see.
That's what my Mondays are. I mean, my Mondays are all shopping days and stuff for that. So,
yeah, there wasn't. I'm setting my goals for next year. Do we want to talk about year-end stuff yet? Have you done year-end stuff yet or no?
I thought we already talked about year-end stuff.
Oh, I think you did. I don't think you had everything calculated as of yet.
Yeah, we did. We talked about percentages.
Okay. All right.
We did. Yeah, sales and percentages, and yeah, we did. Keep up, Skippy.
So, do you think everybody said, or not everybody, barbecue people say Texas has the best brisket? Let's go back to Texas and brisket.
I won't say that.
Well, you'll say your own, of course, but
no, I won't. The best brisket I ever had was Franklin's.
Yeah, which is in Texas.
It happens to live in Texas. I don't know that Texas as a whole state has the best brisket.
Okay. Best brisket you had came from the state of Texas.
Came from a pitmaster that lives in Texas, yes. And
the restaurant, it happens to be in Texas as well.
Sure. Yeah.
So you were in Texas when you ate this brisket, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is it worth somebody who does not serve that style brisket as far as sliced versus chopped to try to mirror that style of brisket?
No.
Wow. And we'll move on.
It's kind of a loaded question, and there's no way that I can answer it that doesn't make me look egotistical. But
no,
I'll give
I'm
it a
talking
shot.
about if you okay, so if you could replicate Franklin's brisket to taste just the way his does, he serves his sliced, you served yours chopped.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to serve that style brisket chopped? Is it worth it? Do you think there's a flavor difference? Do you think there's
100% a flavor difference? It has nothing to do whether he slices it or not. It's a flat out better tasting brisket. Why?
Again, okay.
I don't have any fucking idea. He's a magician. He uses salt, he uses pepper, and some sort of voodoo magical fans in his smoke room that makes the briskets I don't know, dude. I don't know. I went down ready not to believe the hype. Rich Parker and Tom Summers went down ready not to believe the hype. Rich
And
Parker
hype's
said that
real.
he'd never liked barbecue from a restaurant. He said he's never liked it.
Who? Sorry.
Rich Parker.
Yeah.
He's like, he's
Okay.
never had restaurant barbecue that he's liked.
Who's looking great, by the way.
Yes. Yeah. I saw a picture from the thing. He retracted that statement when they were down there.
I could see that.
It was Franklin's. It's not, and there's a lot of good barbecue down in Texas. I'm not gonna say that. Texas has a style. If I could 100% replicate Franklin's brisket and it would taste exactly like it, I would serve it chopped, sliced, however I could get it out to a customer.
So to you, there's no difference in flavor. If you could replicate his brisket, there's no difference in flavor whether you serve it sliced or chopped.
Of course there is, because if you get a slice of point or the less fatty part, it's going to taste different than a fattier piece because there's a lot of flavor in the fat. So if you have a chopped that is a mix of both, naturally it'll taste different. I don't think it's I don't think it, to the end customer, the normal end customer that's not barbecue snob, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
In my opinion. And as cooks from other regions, stop trying to replicate what you think you're supposed to cook.
For sure.
There was a period of time where the upper Midwest, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, was a barbecue wasteland, especially in the competitive world. And look how many major championships have been won from teams up in this area.
Yeah.
And you know what? And it's not Texas style. It's not Kansas City style. It's not any of those. It is a melting pot of all of them because we've all been around the country tasting these different barbecues.
Yeah.
And it's become its own kind of style.
So, okay, going back to what I originally said about the Food Network top 50 in every state.
Mhm.
Did you see who won in each state?
I didn't go through the whole list, all that.
Okay.
I went
Well,
to Michigan, and that was pretty much it.
Okay, so Iowa. Iowa's Smokey D's.
Okay.
Darren Worth.
Awesome. He's a hell of a cook.
Like I'm the only barbecue restaurant I know that's also a KCBS pitmaster. He doesn't do as many comps as he used to, but I mean, world champion has had, his barbecue joint on the Food Network channel a couple times. That's a testament. If you can be a champion and cook and win champions and have a championship restaurant is fantastic.
And I mean, especially cooking competition style. There's not a lot of places that do it, and the ones that try, a lot of them don't do it well because it's hard to cook that style in quantity. So yeah, it's phenomenal, and I'm sure it's 100% deserved.
Just funny, it's out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's
No, his restaurant's like out in the middle of nowhere in Iowa. All right. Well, I just thought it was interesting. I mean, I guess what people have told me, I've never been to Texas to try it out, but what people have told me is they're cooking Texas style brisket or whatever like that, and what they think their idea is compared to other people's. Our friend Bubba says he cooks the best brisket north of Texas. I don't know if that's true because I haven't had it in a very long time. So
one of my least favorite things to hear from a customer is, I hope this is good and I know good barbecue because I've been to Texas, or I
hear that all the time,
or blah, 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 blah.
So of course, the best compliment.
A lot of times they come back and said, this is as good as what I've had down there.
Yeah, that's the best compliment you could receive for sure.
I guess. I mean, we don't cook Texas style barbecue. When I think of Texas style brisket, it's salt, pepper, and wood.
Yeah.
Wood smoke.
Yeah.
Post oak.
And sometimes it has to be the right wood. Yeah, I mean, it's,
And
yeah.
and people say that it's just a heat source and there's not real flavor coming off of wood. I disagree a little bit. I think the right wood makes a difference. So in flavor,
yeah.
not only BTUs, but in flavor. So
What else? What's
yeah, what else do you want me to get me fired up about?
oh, I'm not trying to get you fired up. Just healthy discussion. Healthy
Just tapping.
discussion. Have you been to Gordon's or wherever you go to shop recently and taking a look at what meat prices are and what disposable prices are for the upcoming season?
More so meat prices than disposables. Meat prices don't look too bad. It looks like pork has kind of stabilized right around $1.49 to $1.59 a case.
Yep. That's what I'm
Um,
saying.
brisket right around $3.29, I think is the last I saw.
Our Gordon's had it for $2.99.
Yeah, I haven't looked a lot. I like, if I think about it while I'm walking by the case, I will take a look, but yeah, so $2.99 doesn't surprise me. The forecast that I looked up, and I hate looking at those things because I've never ever seen it look good. The projection is that beef is going to go up a little bit this year, with the projection of lost cattle or something from the harsh winter, blah blah blah.
Yeah, right now is definitely the time to buy beef.
Yeah, beef always goes up in the summer just because the whole supply and demand thing. A lot more beef gets sold in the summer, so same with pork and everything else. But rib prices, from what I could tell, look okay. I get those at Costco normally, and I'm not there very often. So yeah, it's but yeah, they don't look, I mean, fairly normal to what we were seeing in 2019. Pork is pretty close to where it was in 2019. I'm super excited about chicken wings. I hope chicken doesn't take off again, especially whole chickens. Because yeah, we didn't sell a whole lot of chicken specials last year, and when we did, I mean, people love them when we do chicken specials. Either it's the chicken salad or chicken thigh sliders, or I mean, even the legs were flying towards the end of the year. So hopefully that all stays moderate, and we can kind of start getting back to better pricing. As far as disposables go, I know I saw nitro gloves on sale at GFS for $10 a box. They were the cheapest out of the gloves, so the GFS nitrals were cheaper than the vinyl or latex. So I grabbed a bunch of those. So funny thing with GFS, you have to be careful with them. So when they do those sales for like $9.99 a box,
Yeah.
you can't buy a case and get the sale price.
No.
Because they don't adjust the case prices to where the sales are.
Yeah.
So yeah, I find myself buying 9 boxes because there's 10 in a case.
Yeah.
So even if you buy the loose boxes that equal the number, their system will void out the 10 and make it a case. So helpful tip to anybody that shops at GFS. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, I mean, pasta looks okay. I haven't really looked at some of the other stuff that we get yet.
So foil.
Foil's the same price it was. Aluminum, the rolls were the same price it was last year. Still no GFS brand foil.
Sam's has come down in price big time. They dropped $6.
Oh yeah.
They were I think 37 for a heavy duty roll. And now I'm looking at their app. They're down to, I do a lot of my shopping at Sam's, between Sam's and GFS, because we don't have a Costco or anything around here, but basically like $32 for a big thing of foil, which isn't compared to GFS. I think that might be a couple bucks cheaper.
Yeah. The only thing I'm getting at Costco is ribs. Ribs and paper towel and white buns and Doritos. That's it. Everything else comes from Costco.
Gordon's, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Gordon. So the foil, we get the 1,000-foot rolls that are the 18-inch long, 1,000-foot rolls.
Yeah.
The heavy duty, and the right now those are 130, I think.
Okay.
they stopped doing the GFS brand stuff with the foil. And I'm not sure if that's permanent, if that was just because the prices were going up so much, they decided not to make them or sell them. So I'm hoping that those come back because they were half the price that these, whatever brand it is. And the GFS stuff was better quality.
Yeah.
So the GFS, the quality on that foil, the heavy duty stuff is, in my opinion, some of the best out there. I have the least amount of rips with it. So yeah, I bought it from the Reynolds big rolls from Costco before.
Yeah.
And had nothing but problems with it ripping and stuff with wrapping pans and stuff. So for me, GFS stuff works the best for me, but at least on the foil. So, but yeah, I haven't really noticed any of their prices yet. I haven't started pricing. Been too busy trying to price out other things and stuff we need. So to kind of figure out where we're at. So
Yeah. I mean,
this is my least favorite time of the year as a food truck owner, that our primary season starts in March. Because right now we're looking at bank accounts and they're getting pretty small. And you're like, how much do I need to buy the things that I need to start to open again for the first week or whatever? And you kind of start weighing how much do you really need, and do we spend this money now, or can we wait until week 2 to get some of this stuff? So this is my least favorite time.
I agree. I mean, it's probably, I mean, I can't say it's my least favorite time because I don't really know yet, but I can tell you that what I've been doing is just trying to find, I guess like I said everybody in the beginning, like I'm more worried if I was the new truck in town and people wanted to try me versus what's going on this year. So I'm just reaching out to places just to see how it goes, or if they're booking yet, if they'll have us. And everybody's been so responsive to have us back out there. So I'm definitely excited for this year.
That's good, man. That's half the battle, is people wanting you to come back. So
yeah, and that's yeah. So we have a first barbecue competition of the year coming up. And on Saturday, we're going to the Hey Rib Cook-Off in Clarkston, Michigan, at the Kevlar Barbecue headquarters. So I'm going to
oh hey,
yeah. Can't say it's the Hey. It's hey, it's a rib burn.
Oh hey, it's a rib burn. Yeah.
So we're heading out there, and we're going to shoot some content. Get some we need to get some stickers, bud. I don't know what they're going to look like, but we need to get some stickers. If you put my face and your face on a sticker, I don't know how well that'll go off.
Like a lead balloon.
Well, but I think stickers are definitely important. But I want to talk to people and maybe gauge their all these people, they make money, or they try to make money on catering or stuff like that. So maybe see if I can get some topics from them. We can some stuff that we can discuss. I did say that I was elected to the board of directors for the GLBBQA.
Yeah, you mentioned something about that.
One of the first things I want to do is I would really love to start a subchapter if it's something they allowed, and just call it the Great Lakes Barbecue Association, like Food Truck Alliance, where we can somehow we got to give something back, obviously, the membership, but where maybe a food truck would consider giving a discount to members, but being a member of this association would give you discounts at certain places, such as see if we can get a group discount from Gordon's or place where people shop. I'm going to try to head up that. It may not be this year. Hopefully it might be next year. I got 3 years to figure this part out. So, but I want it to be more, anybody that knows this knows that it's pretty competition focused. And
I think you should go broader than food truck, and it should be barbecue business.
I would agree. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would agree. Any restaurants?
I don't think you leave out the restaurants. it's.
No, I would agree with that. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. There's so many there's probably more barbecue restaurants than there are barbecue food trucks, but
100%. Yeah. So
I think, yeah, if we can all get a group together and but that'll be first board meeting is November 1st, so or September, sorry, February 1st. So we'll see what I can come up with. But
well, I
that
was going to say, you guys are moving about as fast as our regular government. If you're not having another meeting for 8 months after you had elected.
yeah, they got to figure out how to spend all the money, No, I'd love to. I want to get something up, and it's got to benefit barbecue enthusiasts, barbecue restaurants, food trucks, the barbecue community instead of just competitions only. So that's what I'm going for. In case you want to know.
No, I think that's great. It is a great organization, and those that are barbecue involved or barbecue focused or barbecue loved, absolutely should check out the Great Lakes Barbecue Association. It is a great group of people that are, whether you're interested in competition or starting a business or just cooking your own barbecue better or looking for barbecue around the country, that it is a phenomenal source of information with a lot of people that have been around this country eating barbecue at restaurants. So they can probably get good recommendations regardless. So
Absolutely.
Yeah. Find them on Facebook, GLBBQA, I think, right, Skippy?
Yeah. You can go to glbbqa.com. That'll take you to pretty much anything. I think what we're going to do is we're going to start at least a section on the website for food trucks and barbecue restaurants. So at least, if you want to find your neighborhood food truck, it'll take you to their Facebook pages. And, I know we definitely have some food truck friends in Illinois and Indiana and Wisconsin and things like that. So we'll see what we can do to get shout outs for everybody. Love to do a spotlight of some sort too for a local restaurant and a local food truck at the same time. That's marketing they don't have to worry about, which is what we can do. So
that sounds like a great job for you.
I have a fucking hard time doing my own shit and posting content to our page that I'm horrible at.
I was a little surprised, that you accepted the nomination but yeah, I mean,
you know what? Here's the thing. There was only 2 people running. 2 people accepted the nomination. So guess what? Those 2 people got in. However, I was on the board 4 or 5 years ago, and I was only on it for a year because that's what the outgoing person had left. And there were so many ideas that didn't make the final cut that, as a member, to be a member of an association or to be a member of anything, there has to be some sort of benefit. And I still don't think that that's been really hammered out yet. So now, unless somebody kicks me off for some other reason, I got 3 years to figure out what I can contribute to an association that, it's all, like you said, it's a barbecue family. So whatever we can do to help our family members, we'll do, or we'll try to do.
I have complete faith in you. All right, let's wrap this MFer up today. Another thank you to Brandon from Nom Nom Ninja for joining us today.
Yeah, great talk.
It was a good talk, and gives me hope that we can make it to 5 trucks or 4 trucks. He and I surprisingly have a similar flight plan of what we think we want. So it's good to talk to similar minds and to get different perspectives from different areas of the state that had, and his passion for how our food trucks are governed in the state is unmatched. And I hope we can have him on again later in a broader spectrum with more food trucks. So we can stop having food trucks treated as restaurants.
For what it's worth, I may have already floated that idea, and he is absolutely open to it.
Well, good. I'm glad it was it was a worthwhile enough experience for him. I know we were his first podcast, and he's turned down a lot of people. So I'm glad that it was a good enough experience for him to to want to do it again. So
Yeah,
thank you for him. Thank you for that. Thank you for all the listeners keeping tuning in. It's amazing. The growth that
Make
we
sure you
have.
hit the follow and subscribe button.
Follow,
I gotta do-
subscribe, do all the things, leave the comments. We're cranking up here. We will be coming in heavy with food truck content as we get closer to opening. We're 7 weeks away for me for our regular menu, so things are gonna get pretty busy. So I can't wait
March
to bring
4th. March
everybody
4th is
along.
my first regular menu day.
Bring everybody along on the journey for our opening days for the year, and kind of see what is involved in getting ready. So it'll be good stuff, everybody. Keep listening. Thank you again. Talk to you all soon. I love you and
See you guys.
peace.